us to have a world premiere in certain festivals first, because if we screen here, we lose that, we lose that status of a world premiere in any festival. Because festivals will not take if you have already screened your film in your hometown or maybe your home country. So that is very important for us, to at least first focus on festivals, then bring the film home.
Also, on the why did you choose the Soso Library? Is it because of the absence of sufficient halls in the city?
No, I don't say that, but I just feel the space, it's a space. I felt like, I remember when Dominic had screened his film Rapture, you get an opportunity to interact with the audience, you get to talk to them, you get the chance to discuss over a cup of coffee. It helps as a filmmaker, as a film fraternity, for us, to grow, to understand better, whether where we have gone wrong with the film, and and it's I think it's a nice space actually, to talk and discuss about cinema. And if it's screened in the theaters and cinema, people just come watch the film and they just go. We hardly get a chance to meet them also. Yeah.
At the same time, that's a place where people come.
Yeah.
Movie halls, I'm saying.
Yeah. No, you're talking about?
The movie halls.
Yeah, but they come, but we hardly get a chance to interact with them when you go to the movie hall. People, they just come, they watch films and they leave. But Soso Tham Library is such a space, after the movie gets over, we get a chance to meet them outside the theater, we sit, we talk. I think the ambience, it's completely different at Soso Tham Library.
Okay, related question, the movie culture here.
The movie culture here, I think in my 30 years of career, as a filmmaker, this is the first time I saw that the government have taken cinema so seriously. That is something very positive about it. Coming back to cinema, yes, the government did announce a subsidy on those people or individuals or interested parties who want to come out with the theatre. Now the government have given that, the provision of the subsidy, but now it depends on the interested individuals, who are really keen in promoting cinema in our region. Yeah.
But you have been in this filmmaking industry for quite so long. How do you see the future of movie industry in our state? I mean, we're talking about actors, the skill, the movie makers, the skill, everything. From all angles, how do you see it?
See, we're still in a very nascent stage. I believe we are growing with today's generation. The interest that they have shown, I think there's a bright perspective on that. But for that, I feel like every filmmaker or actors or technicians, they just need to be honest with what they do and the way they approach cinema. Because as such a strong medium, I feel like you need to be honest with it. And I think today's generation, I see there are lots of promising filmmakers, but I don't know how they take up from here now. Let's see, let's watch.
Do you see there's a need of, it's high time that we should get?
Now, I don't know about other filmmakers, now with the coming of Hello, with so many filmmakers, they have been sanctioned with some projects. And I believe there are projects that are based on folklore and all. We hope, maybe in the next 1 year, we're going to see some good cinema coming out from our state. But that's one more thing which is very important is I always say to my fellow filmmakers, don't take your audience for a ride. Don't take just expect you make anything the audience, you expect the audience to come. They will not come. Seeing the footfall nowadays in theaters has gone down so drastically. So now we have to question ourselves why it's going down. Maybe there's something wrong with the kind of content we're making, or there's something wrong with the films that we're making. So we have to look into that. I think the other filmmakers also need to look into that. What's the problem? Whether people are not actually coming to theaters. We cannot just blame OTT platform for that. Because the beauty of watching cinema in a proper theater is different than watching on your mobile or laptop. I think a film school is so important that we need to have, because I have been, when I was in Pune, I was in Kerala, I met lots of people who are from our region who are studying cinema in that place. So I talk to them what are your future plans? So I always tell them until you guys don't come back to our state and start making cinema, then the growth, it will not grow. We need more filmmakers, we need more technicians from the other parts of, the students who are studying in other parts of the country. But at the same time, I think I heard that the government is planning to come out with its own film school. I think that is something good, for the students or whoever is interested in this field.
Where do we lack if we talk about
Lag is, that's what like Melvin has just mentioned, we need to have that cinema culture, it's so important. Why we are encouraging the students to come and watch our films, so that we get a chance to meet them, to talk with them and discuss about it, to encourage them, cinema is very important in today's time, I think we need that cinema culture, and that cinema culture cannot come depending that the government will do something. No, it's our responsibility also as people, if you want this to grow, we need to come together and do it together.
Can you brief reflect about this?
Bakal RBJ akan ring bakal RBJ dan tiket show berkeba kendai trik ketika show bakal RBJ bom dan tiket show mereka bisi tiket kita dan mar kini kisi kedik bagi bon school kita book ke show.
Ya ikeleng-keleng nadu napo Moscow, Russia, Saint Petersburg,
Philippines,
Russia, Philippines or Sri Lanka. Apa punya international film festival te ki jaga both international nationally kala screen ni but mentah pada ketika jingtap jikamen ke background mentah jungi ba finally mentah ni yo on rai ka film namta ki paidbah lojong jungi kan
last screen international day ka respond jong audience
ngatrai kata income biang buat produk nomor ila mi mak kambor tambah la kali yang nak experience ka jonga ka jingdon cepo Yaroslav Sharasha kadai ke ba hadu ka perlingo mo nomor ba ngi klem expect kan ba ka film khasi baki brio setia can relate kum baki relate ya ka kan but ka pen iru ini ba teng kam dai su tang ka kentien te hanrai ka content jong film ka bala kan pen keren ladi kan but ka jingya thu khana shpang ka film dalakut nda ka jingya mirjingut nga so ka shongkhya adu ka ta pat ka ai ka jingka yangi kum ki artist ba ke ini de ban expect
Klam itu
keren khendiat alor ka film Lyngkha Bneng ka man samik mentamo ka ban sapalak adu henriu tarik jong benai march adu khatwei tarik benai march kapor kalong khat RBJ mensngi architeng bat san chiteng janmit te kawai kalong ba yaki ki dor jong tiket su ngi kwa ban penbena kenang makan don ke jingshai ka dor jong ki tiket kalong shi spa sampau tengka bar spa sampau tengka but namar bungi kwa pelat ban encourage mo ban aiman sim yaki kena puli kham tambakin wan ya ka dor tiket namta jungki ngibu tang shi spa tengka but ni kerpat yaki kena puli ki kwa banwan ban syura lang bat ka ID jungki ba kan suk ka room kami jungki kan namar ni la don beda ki teams belong dedicated ban pet ya ka comfort jungki kan
hangna film screen
te ya kani ka film screen apo Soso Tham Auditorium State Central Library ya kwi nanti but ni kermen be hi ru pakin wan namar kuma ngidang sudah ya keren mentan kalau ke bakongsan ba larang ikwa pan kiu kani ka culture jong ka cinema mo te ngidon kamban ya kendu banya mirjimut banya ther banya sotu ya ka process jong ka film making kan tin dala don kumta na ka por se kupor ngatrai ka jing tip ban appreciate ya ka cinema ru kan kham kiu kan
kadai ka Lyngkha Bneng
Lyngkha Bneng ho